There's talk about a war of generations now in the workplace. And the idea is that you've got three different generations right now dominating the workplace. You've got baby boomers, you've got Generation X, and you've got Generation Y, or the millennial generation. The boomers, who are usually late 40s and up, were that massive generation that wanted to change the world, that came in with a lot of ideals, and no matter what they did, they made an impact because they demanded to be heard. The Gen Xers came in there and oftentimes felt that they did not have things handed to them. They had to work for everything they got. They did not believe that they were there to be heard. They were there to work hard. And so there's a certain kind of sometimes there's an interesting, grim, puritanical streak to Gen X. And I say that as somebody who's a Gen X person myself. There's a sense that we've earned it. Then you've got the millennials. And the key is that the millennials were mainly brought up by boomers. The boomers wanted to be heard, and the boomers brought their kids, their millennial kids up to believe that you're going to be heard too. So that's kind of why if you see, say, a new millennial come work at your company, on the second day they say, hey, I've got a great idea. Can I go talk to the CEO about it? And a Gen X manager says, are you crazy? You don't do that. You haven't earned your voice yet. But the millennial isn't feeling arrogant or entitled. He or she is just thinking, why wouldn't the company want to hear from me? Why wouldn't the CEO want to hear my input? Isn't that the kind of culture we should have? So oftentimes there's a judgment among the Gen Xers about how easy the millennials want it, or how they don't really want to put in the effort. Here's the problem. You can spend your time judging the millennial generation, or you can put them to work. You can actually work on getting the best out of them. And like every generation, there's absolute brilliance there. It's not about judging them and saying, I wish they were more like us. It's about realizing what millennials want certain things. Millennials want a collaborative work environment. They don't need the corner office the way an older generation might. Millennials want a sense of informality and flexibility. Millennials want a sense of meaning. They're looking for a sense that their work is connected to something about making a better world. And there are actually some very powerful values there, and smart organizations and smart managers are going to be the ones who learn to speak to them instead of talking down to them.